Hi, welcome to Netlab Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
I'm Francis.
And today we are playing
Distilled.
So we're finally getting this one to the table.
Yes. We've been playing it on our own for a while.
Getting prepared and for fun. Yeah. But Distilled, you are basically the owner of a distillery.
Well, you're like an inheritor.
Yes.
You've inherited
a rundown distillery, right? And we are going to try to build up our distillery, create all sorts of good spirits, and become the most spirit-pointed person in the game. Or the most spirited.
The most spirited person.
I guess you could say that.
I guess.
Yeah, so take a look at the table. We'll go over the setup real quick, and we're going to jump right in. So in Distilled, as you said, you're playing the role as someone who inherited a distillery. You have a character card that's going to tell you all sorts of things that you need to do for setup. But before you do start the game, you are supposed to pick a card that gives you what spirits are on the list. What do they call it?
The flight.
The flight, yes, right? So it is the spirit flight. And for this game, we chose D. So there's a bunch of these. D is the Europe spirits.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing a lot of European-based.
And I think there's some American on here, but it's like primarily European.
It's primarily European. We do have Asia and America, but only one spirit each. So, and also you have like one, I guess, kind of goes for any region. It has like this sort of wild card, and we'll show you that in a second. But as far as setup goes, on your character card, you'll see that there is a starting resource, right? And that tells you what you'll be starting with your character. So, for example, let's see if I can get you a better view of this card. For my character, right, I have the deed of ownership to the Dalkeith Distilling in Scotland. So I have a Scottish distiller named Angus Douglas. Two first names. But I'm going to start with $2, 2 coins. So I get 2 coins to put on my player board. I get 1 of the yeast and 1 of the water. So what that means is I take 1 yeast ingredient, put it in my pantry, 1 water in my pantry. All players start with a metal barrel and a glass bottle, which are going to be used repeatedly throughout the game. You don't lose them. They stay in your storeroom, but they're not worth really any points. So you want to upgrade those. We have a warehouse where we're going to be aging our spirits. And every one of our characters has a particular region they're from. So I'm from Europe, which is good. Yeah. That's where we are. But I also start with this beer barley signature ingredient, right? And it's got his little picture on it. And this ingredient is going to be used to make his spiritual. What is spiritual recipe? But his signature recipe, which is a single malt whiskey, which is very thematic for Scotland. So that's going to stay down here in my signature recipe board, and I can make it at some point.
And only you can make that.
Only I can make that because it can only be made with this beer barley signature ingredient, and I'm the only one who has it. So that is him. I flip him over. He is now my dude, my guy, and his special ability is when aging a spirit in your warehouse, I can draw 3 flavor cards instead of 1. Pick one to add to the spirit and discard the other 2. So he's very selective in the flavors he gives, and you'll understand that
crazy.
As we
That's
go.
A good skill.
That is very good. So go ahead and let's hear about yours.
Excellent. So I'm playing as Gunhild Hellström from Varus, Sweden. So Gunhild was born in Uppsala and started figure skating. She became the primary shareholder of a small aquavit distillery. So that's her story. I'm going to start with $3.
Okay.
And no yeast, and 1 water in my pantry. My signature. My signature sugar is almond potatoes, so that I can make my Gammelfin aquavit.
Wow, so you're making the aquavit?
Yes, it's using potato sugar.
Yep. So
let me see what her special ability is. So during the market phase, I gain $1 when purchasing a basic water card. That's pretty cool.
Here's your monies.
So when you buy the yeast, when you pick up a yeast card, normally it's going to give you money. I will also get money for water. That's great.
Yep. So let's go over the goals real quick so that people understand what we're up against here.
Yeah. So we have 3 goals chosen for this game.
For 2 players.
For 2 players. We've got collect 3 spirit labels, 1 bronze tier, 1 silver tier, and 1 gold tier. And we'll talk about that in a minute. We have penny saver. So have 25 or more money at the end of the round. You get 7 points for that.
A lot.
That's a lot. Globetrotter. Collect spirit labels from 3 different regions. And Anthony alluded to the regions, but we'll talk about that in a moment.
So, so that covers the goals.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen our player boards. We have our spirit flight, which I'll zoom in on again.
Yes.
So you understand, like these are different every time you play the game. So what it's going to show you is what is available to be distilled.
Mm-hmm.
So aquavit, lambic, gin, grappa, whiskey, brandy, and tequila. They are going to vary in difficulty. So you're going to need a license to distill these, starting at bronze, silver, and gold. Without a license, you cannot distill these at all. We start with no licenses except for
moonshine and vodka,
right?
Which take 0 skill, apparently, and our signature recipe.
But that's a really challenging thing to make. Now, there are a couple of different rules that are very important when it comes to distilling, and we'll talk about that during the distilling phase, which is a little bit later. The rounds are going to go fairly quickly, and they happen over a number of different phases. So we start with the market phase, where we're going to be doing some shopping, as much as you want until you run out of money. We're going to do our distilling, where you're actually going to distill a spirit. You're going to sell that spirit if it's not something that is to be aged.
Exactly.
Or if you have an aged spirit already that can be sold. Then you're going to age any spirits in your warehouse. And then the end of the round checks for scoring and all that stuff.
Yep.
It's literally it.
Yeah,
so with 2 players,
very fast.
they can hustle. Let's go over the market real fast, and then we'll start this.
Cool.
So here's our market.
Yes. Part of our market.
It is part of it, and I'll go over a bit in a second. You've got 3 different types of cards in the offer, starting with premium items, which are better barrels and bottles. You've got ingredients, which are, I would say they're more premium ingredients.
Premium quality ingredients.
Where you're going to have your sugar. So your fruit sugars, your plant sugars, and your or grain sugars. Those are the 3 sugars in this game that you need to distill. And then upgrades, whether you're either going to have specialists or you're going to have equipment. And those will go in one of the 3 upgrade slots on your player board.
Yep.
Down here you have the basic market.
Yes.
So how does the
basic market? So the way the basic market works is that these are going to be cheaper cards. In some case, they are free cards, but you're limited to purchasing only 2 of these per round. So by purchase, we even mean taking a free one.
Yep.
So the yeast, water, mixed grains are all 0 cost. The yeast will give you $1 when you purchase it. And then water also lets you reveal the top card of any market deck and potentially purchase it. The plants, the fruits, and then your barrels all have a cost associated with them. Again, just basic materials. Yeah.
So you're not really getting a lot for them, because you remember you're only starting with a metal barrel, a steel barrel, and some spirits require either a clay or a wooden barrel.
Yep.
Outside of this, so you have to get that in order to distill this. And I keep wanting to say brew and not make.
I
know. So that covers this. So during the market phase, we're going to just buy from any of these stacks as much as we want, except for here where we can only take 2.
Yep.
But if you have the money, you can just keep on buying these, but they're expensive. The cost is down in the lower right. You got victory points on the left for when you actually use them, and then on the upper left, you get the money for if they're part of your distilled brew. Over here you have alcohol. We'll explain what that means later. Here's the flavor deck. That's for aging. We'll talk about that later. 2 of each spirit from our flight have been added to the offer, except for 4 of each of vodka and moonshine, because you'll be distilling those a lot more often.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Especially. In the beginning. That is basically it. Outside of that, we've got 3 gold cards each. And we can share those if you want to just show you down here on the card cam real quick. I won't look. I'll hide my eyes. Tell me when you're done.
I'm doing this in a really messy way.
People can pause it.
Yes. All right. There you go.
All right. So those are her goals. These are my goals. If you want to pause it and kind of take a look at what we're trying to get here. What's going to happen is we are going to keep 3 goals. And after the 3rd round, you'll see this here. One of our goals is going to get discarded, and we're only going to be able to score 2 of them if you successfully complete them by the end of the game. This is our round tracker. We're going to go 7 rounds. And at the end of the 7th, we're going to score. And that's it. So your player 1, you have the player 1 marker.
Mm-hmm.
We jump right into the market phase where you get first dibs on what you want to buy.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about
all right, cool.
What we're going to do next.
So I'm just going to go ahead and get one of these yeast. Costs nothing, but when purchased, immediately gain $1. I like to put these kind of off to the side so I remember how many I've taken from the basic market, and then they'll go in my pantry. That's just me.
Correct.
So
you can do that. And they actually recommend you do that.
Yeah.
But you're only allowed to take $1 from the bank.
And again, that's just a result of the yeast action, like the little yeast bonus there.
Yeast. Okay, so I'm going to take... I need some moolah.
Mm-hmm.
But I need some sugars. So I'll take a mixed grain. Mixed grains are free.
Okay. I'm going to do something a little wild. I'm going to spend $4 right now.
That's really wild.
I'm going to buy that greenhouse.
The greenhouse. Okay. Well, so when you buy from the market, actually, I want you to show them what the greenhouse does.
I'll show you what this does. So this is the greenhouse. And what this is going to do is at the start of the round, I add a basic plant sugar card to my pantry. And then this will also be worth 1 for every 2 of my America's spirit labels, which we don't really have a ton. So that's not going to be great.
So that goes...
that'll go in my distillery. And we have 3 slots for upgrades. If you run out of space, you can replace one. It's not a big deal.
Just dump one and replace it. So that was her action. So all cards in the market slide to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we flip the next one. At the end of the market phase, the last 2 in a 2-player game are going to get burned.
Yeah.
The truck is a fancy discard pile. In case you were wondering what that is. Okay, so I don't have enough money to do any of this. So that's not going to happen. I've already taken one of these, so I could take one more for the end of this round, and then call it. So I'll take another yeast, and that's going to give me $1. So it'll give me some money.
Cool.
Okay. So now, your turn.
Yes. I will take a water, which will give me $1, only because of my bonus, like my special ability.
Which is what, every time you take a water, you get $1?
Yep.
All right. So I've already gotten my 2 cards from here, so I can't take any more. I have $3 left, so I can potentially buy something up here, like a Scandinavian bottle, which I don't necessarily want. So I'm going to pass on that.
Okay.
So I'm not going to buy anymore. I'm done.
Sounds good. I am also done because I only have $1.
Okay. So that ends the market phase. And like I said, at the end of the market phase, we discard the last 2. In each of these stacks, slide everybody over and bring out the next 2. So we'll do that real quick and let you guys take a look at what we're bringing out for the next round.
Ooh, nice.
Right. Okay, so the market's done. So that's the end of the market phase. Now we're going into, that was the market cleanup. Now we're going to distill phase. So now we're going to put cards in our wash back. This is the wash back.
Yeah. So do you want me to explain how this works?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Yes. So the way the distilling works is critical, I guess, to the game, because it's called Distilled, right? So what we're going to be doing is taking at least 1 water, at least 1 yeast, and at least 1 sugar, which I don't have, so I'm not going to be distilling this around.
That's correct.
You do need a sugar. So you'll be putting at least 1 of these and at least 1 sugar all in your wash back, which is going to, you can kind of do it like this. I don't think we ever put stuff out here like, do you? I never do that.
Yeah, so sugars go in the middle.
Yep.
Grains or yeast goes up top, and water goes on the bottom. Now, you can put as many of each of these cards as you want. So I have 2 yeast. I'll put them both out here.
Yeah. Now, why might you want to do that? Because what we're going to do is then actually end up shuffling everything that's in the wash back and taking away the top card and the bottom card.
Yep.
Those 2 cards are going to go back into the pantry, and whatever's left is what you have distilled.
Yep.
And based on what's left, you look at your recipes and determine what you have made. And that's where we'll get into some of the requirements for what you have. So it's not as easy as just collecting what you need for each recipe as you might think. There's actually there is kind of it's a luck, but also you really want to make sure you're getting enough in that deck that you're pulling out what you don't need. So
So, or you want to put enough extra in there. So if you do pull out what you need, you still have enough of that type
Yes.
of. What's critically important is the sugars.
Yes.
Everything else can go.
Right.
As long as your sugars are there,
yep,
you're good. And in this case, I only have 1 grain sugar.
Yep.
But if you, I'll get to that in a second. Mm-hmm. The next thing you do, once you put everything in your wash bag that you're gonna distill, you take 1 alcohol per sugar card.
Yep.
So I get 1 alcohol, and that's going to help go into my stack. So this whole stack here just gets shuffled. Now she's not doing anything because she didn't get a sugar. She overlooked that detail.
I did. Well, I was tunnel vision on my.
She's playing for the future.
I am.
And that's fine.
This is what I do.
Yes.
So it always works out really well. So
we'll go through my yeah. It always does.
It never works out.
All right. So here we go. So like we said, you've got your stack. It's been shuffled. You take the top and the bottom card.
Mm-hmm.
And you see what you have. So I lost yeast and I lost my grain. Which
but you didn't lose it. Well, it's kind of like it floated to the top and you skimmed it off and put it back in your pantry.
So you don't lose it permanently. It goes back into your pantry. But I'm left with this. This is what I just distilled. And none of it's alcohol, water, and yeast. So there's no sugar here. Mm-hmm. So if I look over on my flight, I've got these 2 recipes. Now, moonshine doesn't require a sugar. It's
and actually,
pure
it needs to have nothing.
Yes, it can't have a sugar.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a sugar, and it can go in a metal barrel, so it's not aged, you make it. If I had 1 sugar of any type, I could have made vodka, which vodka is worth more victory points, less money. Mm-hmm. So these are kind of like the default recipes that either way,
you should kind of always be
able to get those. So this is my stack. That's all that's remaining. So I know that I've got moonshine. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take a metal barrel and put that into my metal barrel. I'm going to grab the moonshine, place it here, and I've just created moonshine. So that's what I made in my wash bag.
Very good.
Yep. So if it fits any recipe that you have, you can make it that. Mm-hmm. As long as it has the sugars.
Yeah.
The only one without sugar is moonshine. So that's it. Distilled phase is over. So I've got that. I claim my spirit label. Now, next is the sell phase. If it's not aged, so moonshine is not aged. Mm-hmm. It tells you. Hourglass, crossed out.
Yeah.
Not aged. So I have to sell it.
Right.
That's it. No choice. So we would go in turn order and sell our spirits. But since you're not going, I'm going. So what you have to do to sell a spirit is you have to put it in a bottle. Everybody has a glass bottle. It's not as valuable as some of the other bottles out there. And there's also a set collection of bottles. But this is where we're at. So I've got my bottle. So now I'm going to add it all up. What is this spirit worth? Victory points in dollars, right? So $1, $2, no dollars, dollar. Victory points would be in the lower right. None of these are worth victory points. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 plus moonshine recipe, 5, 6, 2 more dollars, and 1 point.
Very good.
So
you are on the map.
Yep, $6 and
you have the money.
Oh yeah, so I'll take $6. I got my point. Mm-hmm. This all goes away. It's gone. Yeah. It's now trashed. So once you use up your ingredients, they go bye-byes. Mm-hmm. So now I have this moonshine label. With this label, I now get to choose any one of these to place this on and collect the reward.
What are you going to do?
I get $5 or points, move a signature ingredient to the pantry. It's the only way to get your signature ingredient available for you to do your signature. I'm going to go for that this game. Okay. So I'm going to do early first blood. Now you know what? This is too tempting. So I'm going to do this one where I could take any free
item
upgrade. I like the upgrade one, right? Mm-hmm. So if we go to the market, I could take any one of these upgrades here. So I like the orchard.
The orchard's good.
Gives me fruit.
Yeah, especially if you need fruit.
Do I want that though? Fruit's good.
You always get the coffee still.
I do. That's actually good too. Like this guy gives me a fruit at the start of every round. This guy lets me add $2 to everything I sell. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. During the distill phase, you may add 1 additional flavor.
That's a really good one.
That's big points too. Yeah. So these are all pretty good. I think I'll go for it. You know, I don't know. This is very upsetting.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
I'm going to take an item instead. So
Okay.
I'm going to do the one free item, and I'm going to take the ex-bourbon Hogs Head Premium Wood Barrel.
That's a good one.
Yep. Now, these barrels are one-time use, but hey, they're worth lots of points. And it's cost $7, so that's $7 I don't have to spend later. So that is it. That is my sell. I did my sell.
Very good.
Reward. Moonshine's been made. Sell phase is over. Aging. So if either of us had a spirit to age, instead of sell, it would go into your warehouse.
Right.
And then we would add a flavor card to it to signify it's been aged one round. Now we check, and now we check for fulfilled spirit awards.
Not
any of those yet. Met those, yeah. So if you did not sell, you may hold a tasting and trade in up to 4 of your victory points for $1 each.
I have no victory points.
Move the round track forward 1. Pass the first player marker to me. And then at the end of the third round, we're going to move, we'll ditch one of our goal cards.
Yep.
And that's it. Bang. We're done. That's so quick, right? That's round 1.
Super quick.
Yeah. And we did a lot of explaining. So
yeah,
I think with that, let's hustle.
Okay.
Charlie hustle. Charlie hustle. All right. So I've got $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 to spend this round. So I am rich. What are we doing?
I'm going to start the round with a plant sugar.
You're not going to do anything because I'm player 1.
I know, but it's the start of the round, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Start of the round, I get to add.
Oh, that. Okay, I thought you were actually moving.
That's why I was doing it now.
So yes. So that's like true. That's the very first thing you do is start a round. You activate those. No, you're right. I thought you were going to just.
No, I wasn't just going to jump.
I thought you were just taking your stuff. So I know that I'm out of water. So I'm going to buy a water. Well, take a water. This is my first thing. So when purchased, it's free. You may reveal a top card of any market deck to all players, and I may purchase it or return it to the bottom of the deck. So that gives me an opportunity here to, let's look at ingredients, right? So I pulled millet. This costs $3. So I could right now purchase it, but I don't want to buy millet. I'll just put it at the bottom of the deck. Thank you very much. Your turn.
All right. Well, I have a whopping $1. So I'll probably be getting some.
That's what happens when you don't distill anything.
I know. You really should distill. Don't play like me.
Even if it's moonshine, because you saw how much money I made on just selling moonshine.
Actually, I'll just take another.
At my backyard.
Out of your backyard, I know.
You gonna take another plant sugar?
I was going to for $1.
It's a lot.
I'll just take greens.
All right. I'm going to spend $4. This is another action you can do we didn't talk about. $4 to buy an ingredient, buy a recipe. Bronze recipes cost $2, silver's $4, gold is $6. So I'm going to buy a silver recipe for $4, and I'm going to unlock Lambanog. And
very good.
I can.
You can distill that. You sure can.
So this one requires 2 plant sugars.
Okay. I am going to grab a yeast, so I'll get $1.
Buy that for $1.
Buy that for $1.
There's your yeast. So, some of this stuff is expensive. I'll spend $1. 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and buy a mixed plant.
Very good.
Going on here.
And I'm going to spend 2, and I'm also going to get a bronze.
Let's go.
Aquavit, of course.
So I have $4 left. I will spend 3 of those dollars and buy anise. Who's anise?
Nice.
Agave. Oh, there's so much agave out there.
I'm
kind of broke now.
Oh, I'm very broke. I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
Anything else? Yeah.
Ooh. Don't like this. Okay. I have $1 left. I took water and I took plant sugars. So I'm done. Yep, I'm good. So let us distill. I'm going to go for the gusto. So I'm going to do 2 plant sugars.
Should have gotten
1 water.
Here's something I'll do. I'm going to do a thing because this is like commonly missed, right? Before we go ahead and distill, we can trade this market.
You can.
For something of similar or lesser value.
Yeah, but I don't think you could trade yeast.
You can't trade it.
It probably says
it says you cannot be traded.
Yep.
But actually, can we just pretend like I took water?
You can't trade water either.
Well, no, because I just want the water for the extra $1.
But you got the $1 from yeast.
Yeah, but I get dollars for water too.
Did you need water to distill?
No, I already had water.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 water. So we're just going to
pretend you did that?
Rewind that there.
All sorts of crazy things going on here.
All right. So are we distilling now?
Yeah, so I've got 2 mixed plants. So I'm going to bring in 2 alcohol because 1 for sugar.
Yeah, I'm just dumping like lots of water into this thing. And 2 alcohol. Just all my cards. I need money.
All right, so let's see what I distill. All right, top card, yeast. Bottom card, alcohol.
Water, plant sugars. Ooh. So what did I end up with? Lots of water, lots of alcohol, yeast, and grains. I made vodka.
You sure did.
It's vodka.
That's vodka.
It's vodka. Vodka.
All right.
That's great, actually. I'm fine with that.
So we'll resolve it in turn order.
Okay, so you go first.
I'll go first. So as you saw, I was able to get 2 plant sugars in mine. So that's all that really matters. All the other stuff is irrelevant, right? 2 plant sugars. If you look down at my recipe board, I've got 2 plant sugars. I can make labanong, and I need a steel barrel or metal barrel.
Did you put it in your metal barrel?
I will.
Get it out there.
I've got my labanong. That goes here, and I shall bring the label down here, and we are distilled. Your turn.
Okay, sorry, I was thinking ahead. All right, so I made vodka. I get $1, 2, 3, 4, $5 plus $1. So I get $6.
All right.
Finally, I'm in the money.
It's big.
And 2 points.
You're on the board.
I'm sorry, you made what?
I didn't sell mine yet. I just showed how I brewed it.
I'm counting this. I don't get that yet.
Yeah, you're a step ahead. You show them. I'll take that 5 back too.
Oh yeah, I do this every time. We play this how many times? I'm always trying to skip ahead and do that.
I know. So you just made.
So I just made
so
this.
Put that together in a stack, and then throw the vodka.
And I get the vodka
tag on it. That's what you do when you distill.
That's all you.
That's all you do. Now we move into selling.
Yes.
And player order resolve selling.
Okay,
so I'm going to sell my labanong, right? So let's go down to my board. So we're going to get 1, 2, nothing, 3, 4. So $4. No money for labanong. So I got $4 plus the victory point plus 6 victory points. So I get 7 points and $4.
Okay.
7 points, please. All right, so my barrel goes back. Oh, sorry, 8 points. I had to use a. No. 7 points. $8. I get an extra $1.
Okay.
You have to put in a bottle. I always forget to do that. These guys are gone. These guys are discarded. They're out. And so now I get to just place my special. And this time I'm going to bring I want to bring him into the pantry. Kind of do, right? Did we reset the market board? I don't think we did after the market phase this round, right?
No, we didn't.
And we should have.
Yeah,
that's why you do that now, because if I were to trade for a card now, I would get some of the
It's a really weird time to reset it because you're so used to resetting things at the end of a round.
Yep.
But you do reset it at the end of the phase for this reason. We always forget.
Always forget to do this because it's kind of important. It's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. All right, so I may actually want that coffee sill. You know what I mean? This is so discouraging. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my my signature card down here. So that brings him into my pantry. Go ahead. What do you got? Show us your magic.
Okay. I'm still thinking ahead.
I know.
I'm like in deep.
You're in another world.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I get my $6 for my. Oh no, $7 because of my bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for vodka. Can I have $7, please?
Yeah.
And 2 victory points. It's in my bank. Bottle, barrel, waters, alcohol, yeast. All right. And then where do I want to place this? I will go here. Free recipe. We'll do that. I'll take a gold.
Gold recipe?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's an aggressive move.
It is.
You're being very aggro. Okay, so that was the sell phase. Age phase, none of us are aging anything. And then we are check end of round. Any awards yet?
Nope. Here's $25.
I don't have $25. All right, this goes to you.
Yep.
And you get to go. So why don't you start us off with the market?
All right. Let's see. Selling around $1 for each flavor card. That's cool. Ugh, those barrels are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the thing about this game is like you want everything, but you can't. You don't have enough time to buy and build the distillery of your dreams. You know what I mean?
There's no.
Oh, I'm gonna take my plant. So you know what I mean? Because
Yep.
that's
your
the
start.
thing I gotta do. All right. I'm gonna spend 5, and I'm gonna get the American Standard Barrel.
Okay.
Wood barrel.
A wood barrel.
A wood barrel.
There you go. Another clay barrel.
Mm.
I'll spend 2 and take the worm bottle. Start building a collection of bottles. Not really. Oh man, so many clay pots out there.
Clay pots third.
All right, what do you got for us?
I will go with spend $1. More plants. All right, that's what
I'm gonna spend 3 and grab wheat.
Yeast.
Yeast. I'll grab a yeast. We each get $1. All right. Your turn.
$2. Well, I can't buy any of this stuff. Oh, you can buy rice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't move this forward, did we?
Nope.
We are in round 3.
You're slacking.
Yeah, we are losing one of these guys after.
All right. I think I'm done.
Okay, you're done?
I'm done.
I will take a grain. And can I take a grain? I took a yeast. And I bought a wheat. Yeah, I can take 2 more. I can take 1 more thing after this.
Why? You're supposed to set it aside.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the only thing I took those 2. So those are the 2 I took. Okay. Since you're done, I have $2 more. Do I want to buy another rice? Yeah. $2. Turbo yeast? Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Let's wash back some of this stuff.
Okay.
This is something that we didn't cover yet that I'm going to show you. Alcohol can be used as water or yeast in your washback, either or. And I'm just going to pound grains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grains.
1, 2, 3. And I'm taking 3 alcohol for my 3
Maybe throw
plants.
an extra yeast as well. Just everything I have, it's all going in.
Okay, that's what me too.
2, 3, 4,
I always throw
5
everything
grains.
I have.
It means I'm going to get 5 alcohols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 sugars in here.
Wow.
Did you take your alcohol?
I took 3 alcohols, yeah.
So this is like the biggest washback ever.
So you're just like,
He's just like, I need to get 3. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's hope you do it. Oh, next plants.
It's a plant. That's actually okay because those go right back in my pantry, and I'm starting next round with 2 plants. I'll take it. So what did I make? I made
1 plant. That's vodka.
I made more vodka. I just keep making lots of vodka. Okay. That's fine.
No, this one you can do aquavit. Any
No, but I need a grain sugar.
No, any grain or
any grain.
Just like this one. Just like vodka's any one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This one, it's kind of like vodka, really.
It is. Yeah, it's just it can't have fruit.
That's it.
Cannot have fruit sugar.
Have fruit.
And so I don't.
You're good. You have
okay.
grain.
So I'll make
1
that.
plant sugar, so you're good.
I will make aquavit.
All right, so I will do lost my grain and lost my rice. Oof.
Yikes, that hurts.
What do I have? I've got 1, 2. I still have 3 grains, though. And with 3 grains, I put 5 grains in, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe I didn't lose any of my alcohol.
Yeah, what did you make? Did you make your signature?
I made my signature recipe.
You got your barley in there.
Sure did.
Wow.
I didn't lose my signature.
You came out of the gate with that.
Yeah, I've got to do it early.
20 points?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? You have to age it.
I know.
You don't get those points yet.
You're really jumping ahead. So, I'm going to did you distill aquavit?
I did. It's sitting there.
I've got 3 grain sugars, which is in my recipe, and it requires it to be aged. So I have to put those 3 here, and I have to put them in a wooden barrel, which I have. And I have my token, which goes right here.
Yeah.
The single malt whiskey.
Yes, you do.
Right.
Very good. Now put it in your warehouse.
Well, we haven't gotten to the age section.
Okay.
So first, you got to sell your aquavit.
Okay. I still think you put it in your warehouse first, technically.
That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So we're going to sell this now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 and 0 points. Well, 3 points actually for aquavit. 1, 2, 3. And that's what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, $5, please. Thank you.
Right.
Actually, $6 because I have to put it in a bottle.
You do.
And that is it. So these come back, and I got to think about where I want to put that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm just going to age. So what you do when you age is because I actually
We didn't swipe these again.
All right, I'll do that.
Always forgetting. I think the last game we played, we went like several rounds.
Maybe. It doesn't really. It just kind of disadvantages us, that's all.
Yeah.
It doesn't help us in any way. Okay. So we've got some pretty good items up here.
Mm-hmm.
People can take a gander at these.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. I like these bottles. I would have liked that etched crystal decanter, actually.
I like that one.
I do. It's nice.
That's pretty good. I might need that upgrade. Signature ingredient, discard a card from the pantry, get an ingredient. Yeah. I'm going to go with the upgrade. And I'm going to take the spirit safe.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is during the distill phase, I can choose to return one of the removed cards back to the spirit. So that's one of the ways to mitigate what you're pulling out of your spirits.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. That's my...
All right, so I'm aging. So now I get to draw 3 flavor cards and
you get to
keep one.
do 3.
Yeah, discard the other 2.
Normally, you just draw these randomly,
Yep.
so you don't know what you're going to get.
I could either have.
So I guess your guy must have like a special skill. Show those cards. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, this is neat. So I could either have it taste like tobacco, which is a 3-star flavor worth an extra $1. Tastes like Band-Aids, which is good. Or
like Misa.
Or I could have it taste like vanilla, which is a 5-star rating and $3 worth.
Yeah,
so obviously
probably gonna do that.
Vanilla in my. Normally, you don't get to look at these. You just pick one and put it in there face down. But my guy, he's
got like special skills.
He's all about the aging. So
in the flavor
we are aging now. For every age card in here, you get a multiplier of points. So it's good to age for multiple rounds. But I don't get to sell it, so I'm like butt broke this round. So that was aging and a round check. What do we got?
Collect all 3 spirit labels
for 3 different regions.
Yeah, we didn't. Neither of us have done that. Have $25. Nope. And collect spirit labels from 3 different regions.
So we are going to discard one of these. So I'm going to get rid of this one.
I'm getting rid of this one, I think. Yeah.
All right. And we are moving on. Boom. 4th round.
Okay.
I'm player 1.
You are.
So I get to start us off. I will start by taking a yeast and $1.
Yep. And I'm taking my... Oh, I just took my plant sugar as my thing, not my action. Okay. All right. I'm going to spend 4. And I'm going to take a silver cube for Labanong. Labanong.
Okay.
You're up.
You're up.
You're up.
I'm going to take a water.
Wow, I need lots of stuff. Okay, I'm going to take a water as well, and that gets me $1 because of my bonus.
All right, pass.
Okay, I'm going to take a yeast. I also get another $1. Now I have lots of dollars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $6. Mountain spring water. Add additional alcohol because of the turbo yeast. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll buy that. I'll buy the turbo yeast for $3. Why not?
What does it say? That's not water.
That's alcohol. Did I say water?
Yeah.
No, I meant alcohol.
Okay, there we go.
I got 3 more. Okay. I'm going to save the rest of my money, so I'm good.
All right,
I'm ready.
Distill water. I've got yeast, and I've got mixed grains.
All right, I'm throwing it all in there. So I'm going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm using turbo yeast, so I get an additional 1.
Go for tequila.
Tequila.
If you have a barrel to age that.
I do. I love barrel. I prepare.
Oh, I lost my grains.
No.
So I made moonshine.
And the bottom. Oh no. Oh, it's terrible. That hurts so bad.
Don't you have the thing where you can put the
I can put
back?
one. Yeah, I can put one back.
Yeah.
What did I end up with? Just the 1? Yeah.
Oh, you need 3.
I need 3 for tequila.
Well, 1.
But I only need 2 for Labanong. So I will, I'll put this back. So now I ended up with 2 and I can make Labanong. See? Okay. And I'll just keep hanging on for that guy. Oof. There we go. And that's going to go in my metal barrel.
Yep, metal barrel.
Good old trusty metal barrel.
Bottle to sell. So metal barrel glass bottle. I'm going to get $1, $2, $3, $4 for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2 is $6 and a victory point.
Okay.
And I'm going to take any card from the truck. 1 free ingredient. Free recipe. I'll do the recipe. I will go for whiskey.
Very good.
You're selling Lebanon.
I am selling Lebanon. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $8. And I think a point. 1 point for my fancy yeast. Plus 6 for the Lebanon. So it's going to be 7 points.
And I get a point for moonshine.
Gets back. That comes back. Water. Alcohol. Yeast. Yes. It's okay. And I have to place this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll move my ingredient to the pantry. Makes sense, right?
If you want to make it, sure.
Yeah. I also got a free item. Nah. Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Bring your potatoes in.
Bring in my potatoes, my almond potatoes.
So I'm going to draw 3 more flavors. Let's see what I want to add to your whiskey.
To your vanilla whiskey.
So either a smoky or floral essence. I think I'm going to go smoky.
You don't want bready?
Yeah, it's kind of lame. So we'll add another flavor. So like I said, there's multipliers here. So at 2, it's worth 3 points. At 3, it's worth 6 points. But you're also holding off on selling, which is brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I'm player 1.
You're player 1. We're not doing anything fancy, right?
Did we wipe these again?
I don't remember.
I know. See, I don't remember.
I think we did.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know if we did.
Maybe not.
I don't think we did.
Why not? I'll wipe them.
Yeah.
It's because you want to just get... Yeah, you know what? I think we went right to the...
We went right in.
You want to go right to the...
You want to just jump right into it, like, because the game moves.
Yeah.
Like, it really does move.
Yeah,
so to stop to do this is like...
honestly slows it down.
Really kind of makes it... Can you think you want to do it at the end of the round? Which is why we always think about doing it at the end of the round.
No, you're right. I don't think we did.
Okay.
So you're player 1. What are you going to do? Are you buying something?
I don't know. I've got so much money. It's not enough money. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. Double the money received from a single card. Oh, the malting floor. I do like that one.
What does that do?
At the end of the distill phase, add 1 flavor card to the spirit you just distilled.
Oh, so automatically.
I like that. Yeah.
Flavored.
I had another one that was like a smoker or something one time, and it did the same thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to get that. Because I'm trying to get some extra flavors.
It's a lot of money for that card.
Let's hope it's worth it.
I really hope so. During the distill phase, add additional alcohol.
Yeah. 2 additional alcohol.
2 additional?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. All right. So I'm going to spend $4 and buy an etched crystal decanter.
That one, too.
Well, I need something to put my whiskey in, so.
I know.
My single malt whiskey.
Premium frosted glass. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not selling any. Oh, actually, maybe I will be selling another Lamborg. We'll see. Well, because this ceramic bottle gives you 4 points if you sell an Asian.
Oh, yeah.
Thing, an Asian spirit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now, if we make any more lambanog, we can make it. We just don't get the labels
don't get the bonus, yeah.
So it's not ideal, but yeah, I don't really like any of these bottles that are out here. Unfortunately. What about I don't really like any of these either.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I didn't get my free plant sugar yet. Okay, it is my turn. I'll just get stock up on this stuff. Get my water, and I'll get my $1. You're up.
Take water, and I'll see. Peek at a card with the water, $2 rice, and I can buy it. I will buy it, $2.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
You don't
Can
have
I
to.
do that
It's
too?
optional.
Yeah, but I want to do that. Any market deck? I'll do this one. Oh, another barrel? I don't want to buy that. Thanks.
What happened?
I don't want it.
Oh.
So it's my turn? I'll get yeast. I need yeast. And $1.
I'm regretting my purchase of this rice.
How come?
Because I need the money for other things. Yeah, I'm gonna shove it underneath and take my $2 back. I'll take a yeast $1.
Like instead of that turn?
No.
Oh.
I'm just not buying it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'm burying it, and then
I get you.
That was my turn. You pick it. You could keep it or bury it.
Right. Yeah.
I chose to keep it. Right. So instead, I just decided to bury it and keep my money. So.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Oh, right, because that was the one that you drew.
Huh?
Okay. See, I have a lot of money. 6, 1, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to spend $3 and buy that mountain spring water.
Sorghum. Spend $4 and take a barrel. Oh man, I can't buy the barrel because I took 2 cards already from the basic market. That hurts.
Yeah. What were you trying to buy?
A barrel, but I can't because I already took 2 cards from the market. So I will just buy $4. Huh? I'm not gonna buy anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my money. I'm not buying anything else.
No, I'm gonna buy this bottle. Actually.
Okay.
For $2. There's a pink bottle.
Bottle. That's cool.
I'm done. You done?
Yeah, it's only $4.
Okay.
I like that pig
No pig bottle for you then. All right, let's do some.
Let's do some distilling.
Do 2.
Let's see, yeah.
Maybe I'll do just 1. I don't want to go overboard here. 1 alcohol. Steak and whiskey.
Oh yeah.
And I'll have a barrel too.
Like whoops.
It's gotta be aged. I'm not ready to do that yet.
It makes me so nervous. Distilling.
Okay. Either way. Yep, I made it actually, which is pretty cool.
You did.
I made vodka.
Alcohol?
Oh,
but I can put one back.
What?
I'll put that one back. Because of my spirit safe.
Spirit safe.
So check this out. I made dun 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 tequila. Dun 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 dun.
Tequila.
Tequila.
All right, good for you. That's big points.
Well, it will be when it sells.
Yep. So let us go into the sale. You're first.
Okay. At the end of the distill phase, I add 1 flavor card to the spirit I just distilled. Oh, I don't get to look at it though. Sorry.
You do since you're selling it now.
I'm not selling it. It has to be aged.
It's aged. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to sell them. That's going in a wooden barrel.
Sure is.
And it is going to go and get aged. So there you go.
Poop.
All right. So I am going to sell my vodka. Let's see what I get for it. I'm going to sell it in a frosted glass bottle. So let us see what we have. We're going to get some points for that too. So we're going to go $1, $2. Vodka gets me a third plus 2 points. So that's $2, $3, $4, $5 plus when selling gain 1 point, or if selling a non-aged spirit gain 2 instead. So I'm going to get 2 points. So I'm going to get 4 points for selling vodka.
Okay.
And $1, $2, $3, $4, $5.
Okay. Very good.
All right. So this is my brewing. That's all going away. Back to me and this guy. You keep your bottles because they're collections, and you get points for having bottles from different regions.
So you know what's so funny? I made this tequila, but I put my signature ingredient in it.
Oh, you did? Yeah. You're allowed to, though, right?
Yeah, you can.
It comes back.
My signature recipe is kind of goofy anyway.
What do I want to do? Discard 1 card? No. Free ingredient or free upgrade? I probably should go for do the thing again.
I know.
This happens every time. See, folks? This is like in every turn.
Even though we're telling you about it.
Yeah, we know about it. It just always eludes us. Right, once per market phase, you may discount 1 ingredient by $2. That's pretty good. I'm going to take this for free. The worm tub during the distill phase, add 2 additional alcohol. And I'm going to cover up my free upgrade. That's what I'm doing. All right. Are you going to sell anything?
I can't because I just made this.
Oh, you just made the tequila. That's right. Because you either have to sell comes before aging.
Right.
So if you choose not to sell,
we're going to age.
Right. So I have to choose now.
I mean, technically, it's aged because it has a flavor in it.
It doesn't. Well,
you know what I mean?
I guess
it's like a technique. We've run into this like every single game. I'm still going to age
run
it
into it every single.
Well, the thing is, there's no way to track it. So like, you still get points for the flavors.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So now I can decide whether or not I want to sell my signature drink. I want to age it 1 more round.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw 3 and keep 1.
I can take one first.
Take one.
Player order.
Yep, you take it off the top, so it doesn't matter. It's probably Band-Aids anyway. Caramel is another 5-star. It's going to be worth so much money.
You're so fancy with your fancy drink.
It's one of the best aged single malt whiskeys you've ever had. So we're aging it 1 more round. We're going to sell this bad boy off next round, I believe. All right, so I think we are ready to go. I don't think either of us have gotten any of those.
No.
All right, so round 6. 2 more rounds, that's it. So we are humming along here. All right, so I'm player 1. I have to think about what I want to brew this round. I think I know what I want. I'm going to start off by paying $5 and taking a standard American barrel.
Yes, that's what I need.
The gin bottle.
Pirate bottle.
You going to buy it?
I'm definitely buying that. For sure. $3.
Sweet. Oh, the carton bottle for your Asian Labanon.
Carton bottle. It's like a milk bottle.
It's your Labanon.
Labanon.
I will spend $2 and grab sorghum. That goes here. So these don't count against my 2-card limit. I haven't taken any from the bottom. Barley. What do I need? I'm actually good on this.
All right. So, I forgot to take my plant. And I will I'll pay $1 for another plant.
Take a
That's
yeast.
my first
A yeast
thing.
for $1. It's my first one.
I will take a yeast for $1.
It's your second one. We'll take a mixed grain for $1 for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's my second one, so I'm done grabbing those.
Yeah, I'm done too.
All right. So let's do the market now before everybody
before you
starts
forget.
yelling at the screen. Says, market. I'll move this so they can watch as we do the market.
Yeah, that's good.
So they're staring at nothing. Check out all the cool cards that are coming out.
Very cool.
Exciting. Okay. All right. So let's get to the distilling. So I've got mixed grains. I've got 2 yeast and a water. I've got 3 grain sugars. So I'm going to take 3 alcohols.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3. Let's hope we
see what I make.
Pull off a miracle here, folks.
You're waiting on a miracle?
I'm waiting on a miracle.
Yeast. We'll put this guy back in here. And I get to add a flavor because of my malting floor to the thing I just made. And what did I make? Another Labanong.
We have yeast. Oh, one of my grains, but that's okay. It's okay because we have 2 grains, and with 2 grains,
or do I want to make another?
2 grains, I can make whiskey in a wooden barrel. It has to be aged.
Do I want to make Aquavit again or Lambanong? Because if I go Lambanong, I'll get more points, but I don't get
to lay down
I don't get to lay down a tile.
Well, I paid it for a gold. Well, I got that gold for free.
One card from.
It's actually a silver, not gold.
Free item
from the truck.
Yeah, well, I have a free item, free ingredient, or discard any card from pantry. Take 1 card from truck.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think I might do that.
What do you want? Which one? The item?
Yeah, I think I might want the item from here. Can I look at those items before I make that decision? Because I like this pig bottle. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good camera on there. Yeah, see, I could get this. And that would make up for the... It's just like, it's that sort of half one, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Half a dozen of another. Do I want the vintage decanter bottle or the pig bottle?
Well, it's a tough call.
Mm-hmm. I like the kitty cat bottle, actually.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that. So I will do my Aquavit. I'll make this an Aquavit instead. You can just leave that in the truck.
Okay.
Because I can't get it right now anyway.
All right. Are you selling?
Yeah, I'm going to sell.
I'm player 1, so I can first. I'm going to sell my signature.
Oh, okay.
My signature dish. Spirit. And I'm going to sell it in a decanter, an etched crystal decanter. So let's come to my section here so you can see what we're going to score. We score massive here. Everything worth points is over here. Now I've got 3 flavors, but they're worth money. They're going to add a lot of cash to this transaction. Wow, there's just a lot of points going on here. Just trash the cards that aren't contributing to this delicious
look at that.
single malt whiskey.
Wow. And expensive.
Yeah, this is a super expensive single malt whiskey. All right, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $19
Wow.
for that. Plus, if I sell it a European spirit, which the signature is his region, which is Europe.
Oh, right.
So that's
okay.
4 points.
Uh-huh.
Plus 4 points is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Oh, and I add additional card for the first time I aged it. So I actually should have had 2 in there. So let's grab me another one.
The 2?
Well, I should have had 2 my first aging round. So I should
I see.
I should have had 4.
1 extra.
Yeah, so it's another $1. So it's $20.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 8, 9 plus 20. So it's 29 points and $23.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you just missed that. 29 points?
Yeah.
10, 20, 9. Nice. Well done.
3.
I was saying you missed the have $25 at the end of the round goal.
This is annoying. $3. I missed it by $1.
Yeah, you see how much you have to do.
Yeah, I see.
I see.
A recount here.
You can recount
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 20. Plus this, 21, 22, $23. Yeah, that's a shame. Actually, I'm going to go here and take $5.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
And that'll get me.
Very nice. Okay. Well, we'll assess that when we're done.
Why the heck not? Oh, I also forgot. I had 4 flavors. 4 flavors is another 10-point multiplier, so I get 10 more points.
Okay.
Where am I at? So
do we have
so these go down at the bottom.
Okay.
To know that I have 50. Yep. So that's how you add that up. That's
very good.
Great, Cray. And that was a massive scoring session. And now it's all gone.
Now it's all gone. I am going to sell my tequila because it is aged significantly.
Oh, yeah.
So I only aged this one round. I only aged it last round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So let's see. I've got. Are you going to do the fancy zoom in thing for me too?
Go ahead. Do it over there in your wash back.
Oh yeah, got you. Okay, well
that's
even
getting
though
aged, right? So
what
was that getting aged?
This is not getting aged. That's getting sold.
You gonna sell that again as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Selling everything. So okay, we've got the wooden barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 1, 2. These guys are doing nothing. These guys are getting me paid. Nothing. What do I have? It tastes like a sports bag. And peaty. It's like drinking and playing the game, What's Under This Rock? So it doesn't taste very good, but that's okay. They're still paying me for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 9 points plus 14 points.
23 points.
23. I think that's right. I hope that's right. And then, what did I say for the money? 2,
9.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $9.
Mm-hmm. All right, so discard all.
Oh, and a bottle. I forgot the bottle.
Oh yeah.
I put in the pirate bottle, which is another 3 points.
Okay.
And another $1. So
$10.
Yep.
All right, so that goes in your collection of bottles.
Bottle collection.
This decanter. Did I discard my decanter? Yeah, that was silly of me.
It's out. It's out. Okay. And my barrel comes back or goes away? I forget.
Well, that goes away.
It goes away, right?
Yep.
Only our main barrel comes back.
Correct.
Yeah. It's getting sold off to be turned into a craft.
Yep.
Or something. You know how people do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I have to sell this. Are you done selling?
Yeah, I'm not selling anything else.
I have to put my tequila up here, so I'm going to put this here. Discard one card from pantry, take a card from the truck. So I'll discard that from my pantry and take this from the truck.
Okay.
And then I will make my aquavit, which tastes like manure.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I'm really good at this distillation thing. I get $3. And
3.
oh, I gotta put it in a bottle, right? Oh, and I gotta put it in a barrel. I always forget all this stuff.
4.
So $4, $6.
Okay.
But it's in a fancy bottle, so people buy it anyway, even though it smells like garbage.
Yeah, it does. Here's $6. How many points?
And that's going to be 4.
7.
7. 1, 2, 7.
There you go.
Nice. Bottle collection. Starting barrel, alcohol, plants.
So now place your token.
And now I place my token. This is where things get really interesting. I think I will. I'm going to take the $5 or free ingredients or an item. I'll just take the $5.
Okay.
$5, please.
And there you go.
And now I have successfully placed. I've collected 3 spirit labels from 3 different regions.
7 points.
And I collected 3 spirit labels. One's bronze, silver, and gold tier. So I did both of those.
That's good.
Both medals.
That's 12 points?
Yep.
And I get 7. Good.
There you go.
All right. Now I'm aging my whiskey. I'm going to take my 3 flavors and take the best one that's not manure. That's honey. Ooh, yes.
Oh, not your signature whiskey? Oh, this is your regular whiskey.
This is my regular whiskey. It's Scott. He just makes whiskey.
I know.
Okay, so we grabbed all the rewards.
Yes.
There's that. Here you go.
Okay.
This is the final round, so let's take this home.
Let's do it.
Cross the 50-point threshold as well.
Yep.
So we are now on the final stretch. Okay.
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
I get a free one of these to start.
And you're player 1, so what are you going to buy?
That's a great question. I've got a lot of money, too. It kind of. Oh my goodness gracious. So you can only distill once, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, what do I want to make?
Correct.
And sell.
You can make one
thing.
Liquor. One spirit. So you have to go big or go home at this point.
I really need to go big, actually.
You do.
I just don't know what that's going to look like. All right, I'm just going to start by grabbing these because I don't know what I want to do. I'll have $1, please.
$1?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to spend $3. I'm going to buy half bottle.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So what did you decide? Oh, I distilled this whiskey last round, right?
What, you distilled it last round?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have 2 alcohols, please?
Why?
Because I should have added 2 alcohols to this.
Oh, because of your
Because of my worm tub, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have even helped me better make it, but whatevs. My disappointment. But I'm not going to lose out on those $2.
No, absolutely not.
I always forget.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
All right, I'll spend 4. I'll take that palm sugar.
Oh, man. It's all wonderful. Wheat. I will spend $4 and take some barley.
Like read some of these. Yeah, because like some of these with the yellow on the bottom are sort of like end game.
Yeah.
They'll give you points at the end.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
I don't know. I will take a... I guess I'll take a I need water, so I'll take a water. I must. And I'll take $1 because it's my bonus, and then I will look at something. Any market deck. So go ingredient. Boom. Yes, I will take it. For 3.
I'll take a water, and I will also look at the card. Oh, that would have been good for moonshine. Oh, thank you. Your turn.
I think this one gives you bonuses if you sell from the same region you already have a label.
You get
Just 1 point.
Yeah, it's not much. It's good to get early on, I guess.
Maybe I'll do... grab that carton bottle.
Where are you putting that?
Oh, whoops, sorry. I was just putting it right in my bottle collection.
Yeah, do that. All right. I will spend $4 and take barley. Turn. Sugar cane.
It's a good one, too. Okay, I'll buy the sugar cane. It's a very plant sugar-based operation that I have here.
Yeah. I'll pay $1 for this mason jar. It's a lot of bottles coming.
I know, like now the bottles come out.
I know.
A lot of fruit sugar, too. Neither of us are really going that route.
No, I never really do.
I know. I did Big Grappa.
Yeah, that's
one
right.
game.
You did that.
Remember?
I do.
I remember. I'll go with... I'll pay 3 for this mountain spring water.
All right. I'll pay 3 for rye. How to figure out what's the trade-off for buying all these extra ingredients. Is it worth it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you're just hoping that they make it into your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What are you doing?
I'm going to spend 5 and get her master blender.
What are you replacing with her?
I'm going to replace my greenhouse because I don't need these basic sugars anymore.
All right, I'm going to spend $4 and take a wood barrel. Your turn.
Is that your second thing?
What's that?
Is that your second thing?
That was my second thing. So I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm done. I only have $3 left. I don't think I like anything is. I mean, I could buy this star anise. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What's our forget what our money is worth at the end. 5 to 1? Yeah, I'll just buy these 3. Buy the star anise.
Oh, turbo use is definitely getting bought. All right, here we go. I'm done. You're done?
Yep, I'm done. Because it's such a shame.
Yeah, let's distill.
Like, I'm definitely going to be able to make another delicious tequila, but I have nothing to put it in.
Oh.
You know?
What do you mean? Nothing.
I don't have a wood barrel.
1, 2, 3, 4. When purchased immediately. No, where's my turbo use? During the
Which is
distill phase,
silly.
additionals.
You know what I did that was silly?
What's that?
I can't take it back. But I bought my basic market items first.
Yeah.
When I should have waited to see what came out first, because I got water.
Oh, yeah.
And so I didn't necessarily need to buy water.
Wasted on that.
And I could have bought a wood barrel
and
then put my tequila in the barrel.
Yep.
So that sucks, but that's okay.
Oh, you have nothing to put it in. You didn't get a barrel.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to make because I'm sitting here going, guess I'm going to make a lemonade. You know what I mean? But had I waited and not bought the water, you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Because I needed the water, but to brew or to distill. But what I really needed was a barrel. 2, 3,
alcohol
4,
and
5.
alcohol waste. That's perfect. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4. We have at least 4. 2 plus gives me whiskey.
Nice.
And a barrel.
Alcohol and mountain spring water, which lets me add a water. And I get to add a flavor because of my thing. Oh, and actually I can put something back. So I'll just put this back in here. And what have I made? Look at all that plant sugar. I could have made the best tequila.
It's like you made lambanog.
I made another lambanog, but that's okay. So, I'll put it in my metal barrel. But what's cool is, I'm selling, so I'll get it when I sell, I suppose. Okay. Another lambanog. And no label on that.
So go ahead and sell it.
Okay. So I'll sell this now. I'm selling a lambanog, which is I gain 1 point when selling a spirit I already have. Like that I've already sold, so I get 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15. And 2, 3. That tastes like seaweed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for my carton bottle.
Okay.
9 points. Yeah.
Plus
6. Yeah.
15.
So 15 points. Not bad.
Right. Yeah.
Well, not too bad.
It's good. All right, we're making whiskey.
Yeah.
So I will sell it in a. Let's do a half bottle. A lot of points either way. All right, so what do we have? Oh, wait a minute. Which is. This is not.
What?
This is the one that's getting aged this round. This is the one I had aging already.
Mm.
I gotta make sure I sell the right one. That's a big difference here. So let's go down here and do the math. So that's points. We're gonna get flavors. We have one flavor. Honey. It's good. It's trash. It's good. Trash. 8 points. So let's see, we got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $6, $7, $8, $9. So I'll take a 10. And point wise, I'm going to get 2 because it's not from Asia. So it's 2, 3, 4 points.
Four?
Plus 10, 14.
Okay. 10.
Close. I'm going to go here and take 2 points.
Okay. Whoops. Okay.
All right, so this is all going. All's going. Okay.
Very good.
Now I get to draw 3 of these because I'm aging.
Mm-hmm.
The one I just did. I will give it a
cinnamon.
Nice.
Go to your distillery.
I make some of the best whiskeys in Scotland. All right, so that's it. That finishes our selling and aging phase. End of round. Check fulfill spirit rewards are all handed out. We both sold. Moved round marker last round. End of the third phase. Boom. So we're on end game scoring, right?
Yep.
So spirits still in the warehouse. So you do score these.
Yep.
There is, however, actually, you know what? I do get.
You don't. For your
the
other
last one I sold, I had 1 flavor in it, so I get a point. This one, you're going to get 1 point per flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I'm going to get 1 point for the flavor on this. But you do add as if you brewed it.
Yeah, but you just don't get the money.
Distilled it. Yeah.
Because you're not really selling it.
You're not selling it, so you just get the point value of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
Okay.
Plus 10, 17 points. Is what it's worth. But I don't sell it, so I don't get a bottle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it. So then you count. Here it is. So count the victory point on the ingredient cards, the barrel and recipe, plus 1 point per flavor, which we did. Mm-hmm. You're not selling, so you don't get money.
Mm-hmm.
Or the aged spirit flavor bonus at all. You just get 1 point for that. Your bottle collection.
Yep.
If you have, how many do you have for the same region?
Well, this one's like wild, so I kind of have to.
Well, it's not wild. That means it's the one.
It's this
it's
one.
Your person, yeah. So that's Europe. So you have one from each 3 different regions. It's 5 points. Yep.
Right?
I don't. I only have 2 bottles that actually have regions on them.
Yeah. If you collect like a bunch of bottles from the same region, those multiply pretty quickly too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So distillery upgrades. Points for those. I get 1 point.
You get 1?
Yeah.
I get 2 for each 2 identical spirit labels. I only have 2. So 2
points. All right. That's the only one. You get a point for that one.
This one? Oh yeah, it has one point on it. Yeah.
Distillery goals. Let's look at our goals now.
What were your goals?
I have to be tied for the most Asian spirit labels.
How many do you have?
1.
Oh, you're tied.
Because there's only 2.
Yeah.
So I get 6 points for that.
Uh-huh.
And be tied for the most aged spirit labels.
I have 1.
I got 1, 2. So I get 7. So 13 points.
Oh, the most aged labels?
Yeah, so with aging on them. You didn't do.
Oh,
you did 1.
I did 1.
Yeah, I got 2. Okay. So I get 13 points.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 10 is 8.
Okay. Have or be tied for the most spirit labels from the same region. So that's blue, blue because vodka's mine.
2 blues. Yeah, I have just 2 green, 2 blues.
Okay.
So
I get that one.
You get it.
Okay. And then have or be tied for the most non-aged spirit labels.
Oh, you might have.
So I got the opposite one.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm tied.
We're tied,
yeah.
so you get that as well.
You know what the problem is with the goals? I always look at the flight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, check that box, check that box, check that box.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it works.
No.
So, okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 I get.
Mm-hmm.
1. Oh, 1. 2. I almost gave 20 points. You're watching me work.
I was like, that's a lot of rows you just do. Okay. And then finally, money. $1 per 5. So I get 3 points.
3. And I get 10, 11.
That's 15.
That's
You get 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
That's
it. That's the game. It looks like a bigger spread than it is. So we ended with, I had 96 to your 111.
Yeah.
So because you're all the way up there, it looks like it's like a very big, like you beat me by a lot.
It's like one spirit, I'd say.
It is. It's 1 tequila.
Yeah,
that I didn't make. That was a bad decision. Yeah, that's a strategy. We don't talk strategy on these, but listen, make sure you are buying your basic market stuff. Unless you need that $1.
Yeah.
Wait until the end to buy your basic market stuff.
Yep.
Because if it comes up, I could have bought the barrel. But instead, I was sitting here waiting for a barrel to come out in the items.
Yeah.
And that was the wrong way to go.
Wrong way to go. For sure. Yeah. All right. Well, look, we gave you guys a full hour-and-a-half playthrough with explanation. So I think, we don't promise the rules are going to be 100% right.
Right. But we feel pretty confident.
But I think we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some games that, the most confident playthroughs I do, rules-wise, we always
the ones we screw up. Yeah. So that was great.
Let us know in the notes below if we screwed something up royally. And we'll just pretend we didn't see it. But okay, let's get our thoughts out. Right? Yeah, let's do a recap. Let's get our thoughts out on this one, and why don't you go ahead and tell us how you feel?
Okay, so expectations were really high on this one because I love the theme, and when we saw the production value and everything before we even got the game, I was like, this looks really cool. And we knew it was kind of set collection. I didn't know that there was going to be this kind of push your luck mechanic with the sort of deck that you're building. Yeah. It's really more of like a deck building, like micro
dump it right
deck
away.
Building that you're dumping. Yeah. But it's a really neat mechanic that I wasn't sure I was going to love. But once we got playing, I was like, okay, yeah, this is great because you're upgrading your distillery to mitigate. And you saw how we did that throughout this game. And each game we play, I feel like I get a little bit better. I get a little bit more of the strategy. Yeah. And it just plays so quickly that, and I know it's not quick because we're sitting here playing for an hour and a half, an hour or something. But it feels quick.
For like 30 of those.
We did, exactly. I think it usually takes us about an hour to play. Yeah. But anyway, so expectations were really high. For me, expectations were exceeded.
Oh wow, that's really high praise from you.
It is high praise from you.
I will second that. I had high hopes just because I had seen a lot of pictures and stuff like that of the game before really looking at it. So just first impressions of the art and production quality of this game already put it in a space that my expectations were very high. I'm like, all right, well, it looks beautiful. There better be a game there too, right? Yeah. Because there's games you see that look gorgeous. You play them, you're like, right, it looks great, but there's not a lot of game here.
Is it going to hit the mark?
Yeah, it's going to really scratch the itch, right? So, we're really big into these chunky games that play fast, right? I think that's kind of like our sweet spot now, just because we're so limited on time and brain power and capacity at this point, because we're just both fried by the end of the day. Because we have very, very demanding jobs that require us to be on point. Like 120%, during the day. So plus the kids, it's another 180%. Right. So what you're left with at the end of the day is just mush. So after you get the kids to bed, you want to play a game, but you want to play a chunky, heavy game, but some days you just don't have the stamina for it. So the weight of this really hits that sweet spot.
It really does. And I'm actually hard pressed to think of another game that we've played, at least this year so far, that has hit the mark so well for that, where we've played heavier games than this. We've obviously played a lot of lighter games, but I feel like we've played lighter games that have gone on for longer.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, is this thing over yet? You never feel that way in this game. If anything, it feels like it's over too soon. And I like that.
Too soon.
Because that's that like cliffhanger that makes you want to like, crap, I didn't do it perfectly. I should have gotten out that last tequila. Let's just play again, you know?
Or I didn't buy all the recipes I should have.
Right, exactly.
Why didn't I brew or I distill?
It's enough that you can see what you missed in that play and try a different strategy next time.
Yep.
And if you fail at it, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I like that it comes with the different flights, which change the way the game plays. And I believe, I don't know off the top of my head, I know there's a whole alphabet of them. So I think there's at least 6.
There's a lot. Yeah. And they're double-sided. So there's a ton of different flights. And each flight kind of is accompanied by certain characters.
Right.
And there's more than you saw. Like, there's obviously a whole bunch of these.
Yeah.
But the book tells you which ones to pair with each flight.
Right.
Because you want to have regions that make sense. Because you want to be playing a region that just doesn't really fit the flight. Even though this was a European flight, I had a European character. Yeah. You had an American, was it?
I had a European character too.
Oh, you did? So, like, they made sense for this game because most of the recipes on this flight were European, which of course makes sense. But but my goals were Asian, so it was really hard for me because I had to make some sacrifices there. But look, I tell you, every game we've played has been equally as fulfilling.
Yeah.
And enjoyable. Like, I think the production quality is over the top. Yeah. The art's beautiful. The components are perfect. There's no like added bloat.
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it.
And we've seen a lot of bloat lately, right? Oh, we need another sideboard here because there's 8 more mechanics we want you to do and worry about this track here. And I don't want all that. I want my game right here. Yeah. But I want it to be chunky right here. Right. And that's what I feel like I have. Right. I never complete all the
but you get close.
But you get close. Yeah. You could, if I didn't do an aged at the end, I could have got one more out. But I had moonshine twice, right? Because you need money in this game. And it's really the hardest part is to know when to pull the trigger to get the money. But again, like, there's all these really juicy decisions that happen at the round, then you're done and you move on and you start over. So for me, to have that, you're playing the short game every round. And that's where I kind of excel. Yeah, you do. You always blow me away. I don't like to think too far ahead in a lot of games. I'm like, you know what? I just want to do it now. I think that's where, like, the first couple games that we played, that's why, like, I did miserably because I was doing my usual, like, playing the long game. Like, I'm like waiting the whole game to like make my signature recipe. Yeah. And then, like, that was it. And you're just like selling, which is points, which is money during the game. And just ripping points up. And I'm just sitting here trying to like build one thing. Yeah. Or you're like, I'm going to age these forever. These 2 spirits for like 4 rounds. And then maybe I won't do another one. But then you don't have the money to get the stuff that you need. So you really have to play it. It's a shorter game. Yeah. And that part's really refreshing to me. And usually sometimes I get stressed out with those types of games because I'm like, things are changing too much. But I didn't feel that was the case. I felt like you could still plan out enough and you have enough opportunities to grab what you need, as demonstrated by my bad move of buying from the market. And they give you a lot of opportunities to not screw yourself, right? They do, you get free ingredients, right? You're only allowed to get 2, which is great because it puts a cap on people abusing that system. Right. But every round you could brew moonshine. Yeah. So you're going to get money and points every round. Yeah. If you're not doing that, then that's a strategy you probably need to rethink. Because you should be distilling and selling something. Well, and then that was like, my strategy going into this one was I knew we had a lot of recipes that required plant sugars. So I was like, I want plant sugars. And unfortunately, that plant card that I got rid of
the upgrade was all the way in the right hand side, so I knew that it was going to be gone, and I was like, I need it. I need to buy it, but unfortunately, that meant
you had to sacrifice your money in the beginning, so you couldn't. You couldn't really do a lot of what you wanted to. So these are the tough calls, but I like having to make those decisions.
Good,
so I think for me, this is probably my number one game of the year so far.
Wow, really?
So far this year.
Okay.
This year. I think it's the best game I've played so far this year.
It's a really good game. We've played this game more than any other game.
Yeah. Just because it's great.
It's great and it's quick. Yeah. We actually, it's funny. So we do play a lot of these learning games for our patrons. So we get on Patreon. We get on Patreon. We get on YouTube and we do our live streams. And we had a night last week, I guess, or I don't know, it was 2 weeks ago, something, that we jumped on and we played another game. We actually played Star Wars. The deck builder. Yeah. And we knew it was going to be a quick game. I had a migraine. I wasn't feeling great, but we took some medicine, did the stuff, and then we were asking people, like, they were like, oh, we thought we were going to play Distilled, and we're like, would you like to play Distilled? Because we will do that. And so we pulled it out and we're like, play a couple rounds to show you guys how it works, and we played an entire game with them, and we stayed up for a couple hours, just
we played the game, a whole game of the Star Wars deck builder, and then we played a whole game of Distilled, and we're like, okay, that's another game. That's why we were kind of really able to play through this when we played it enough times. It we're like, all right, we know this game.
It's just it hits the mark. It's easy to set up. It's great to look at. It's organized. It's very accessible. I think anybody could learn to play this game. It might take a while to master the strategy, but definitely anybody could play. And I really, really enjoyed this one too.
Yeah, I think
it's definitely in my green collection.
Yeah, this is definitely keeper. Definitely, definitely green collection for 100%. This is staying in our collection for sure. And it's definitely in my, I don't know, I would say top. Well, it's in my top 50 for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's got to be in our top 100 because it's all we have here. It's our top 100.
That's all we have. I know.
But I would say this is probably pushing up under the top 25.
Yeah.
In our smaller collection.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Because you think about, like, if somebody were to come over and like, let's play a game, what's the game that you would pull out? This is a game. Like, this is probably the game right now that I would pull out to play.
And I think of all the alcohol creating games.
Right.
Like, this would be the top of the list.
So that was because that's what I was doing. I think when we first started playing, you're like, this is not viticulture.
Yeah, you were playing it like viticulture, and I'm like,
and that's not the same thing.
Not seem like it's at all, and it's not. Thankfully, not that I don't like viticulture, but I think that one gets a little long in the tooth, and this is just a lot more concise. And I feel like I'm. It's just easier to manage, and it's not something that is as onerous to take out in play. So but that's it. I think so this is over the moon with this one. This was, I say if you can get your hands on this one, it's a no-brainer. This is something you want to get a hold of. Production quality on this is top notch. Everything about it's beautiful. And from the way it plays, the way it looks, top for the year so far.
Yeah, excellent.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to support us, we are on Patreon, and you can go and keep the channel alive. It helps us. It helps us basically keep the lights on.
It does, yes.
And it's
literally.
And we give away a free game every month. We do live streams for our patrons to give them a little bit more value for what they're paying. You get a free T-shirt if you're in the top tier. So there's benefits to it. And we're also on Discord. If you want to join Discord, we have a very active Discord.
We do.
Be part of our community. Connect with us. We love to to chat and stuff like that. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, let us know. Most importantly to us, let us know what you thought of the gameplay. Any questions you had about the game or experience with it, leave them in the comments. Like Anthony said before, if we made some kind of crazy rule screw up, let us know about that too.
Yep.
And we'll engage with you there as well.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you.